Hi YouTube family, my name is Vicky and here I am with a new technical video on AWS. What exactly we are going to cover, that is how to update the missing tag information, and that is something we are going to cover with the help of the shell scripting and the AWS CLI command. Tags are very important. If you have knowledge on the tags, that is good, but if you don't have knowledge on the tag, let me explain a tag in a simple word. We are creating a number of resources in the AWS and we are working on multiple projects, we are working on multiple environments. Like environments, when I say different environments like production, test, dev environments. Let's suppose I'm working on the EC2 and I have all the environment machine in my AWS account. My requirement or my task is to find out all the machines which are there in the dev environment. So how I am going to find out all those details? That is with the help of the tags. So tags are very important. Tags are attached to each and every resource whatever we are created in the AWS. In this video we are going to learn, let's suppose if the tag information is missing, so how we can update that tag information with the help of the shell script and with the help of the AWS CLI. Let's talk about the resources we require for this demo. So we need information on the tagging, what exactly the tagging is. That is something I have already explained. We need to configure a IAM user with proper permission. So here we need to update the tag. So we need to make sure whatever the IAM user we are going to create, that user has proper permission to update, delete, describe tags, etc. Then we need to configure the IAM user on the local, or we can use the EC2 machine as well. So we need to configure that user on that machine. We need the AWS CLI command on how to update the tag information, on how to get the tag information from the resources, all those things. Then we are going to cover the shell scripting. So we are going to create a script, and in the shell scripting we are going to use if else statement in order to update, describe, and if the tag information is missing, so we are going to use that script. With the demo now, I already logged into my AWS console and here I have one of the machine which is in running state. So let me go to my EC2 dashboard. Let me click here, running. I have one of the machine. Now on this machine I'm going to configure my user. So for that, what I need to do is, first I need to go to the IAM, and here I need to create one user with proper permission. Let me click on the user, and here we need to add one of the user. Let me give a username. So the username is going to be demo. I will go with the access key so that I will get the access key and the secret key. Next, permission. We need to come to the third tab and we need to select the permission. So for this demo, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the admin permission, create. Now once I click on the create user, I will get the access key and the secret key. That is something I need to configure on my machine. So for that, what I need to do is I need to log into my machine. So this is the EC2 machine which I have already created. Let me copy this thing. Let me go to my terminal. So this is my terminal. I'm in the download location, SSH-I, and the key pair name is volume EC2-user at the IP address. Okay, I logged into my machine. Now what I need to do is I need to configure my AWS CLI user here. So the command to configure is AWS configure. Here it is asking me for the access key. So for that, what I need to do is I need to go to the IAM. From here we need to copy the access key, paste. The next thing is the secret key. So let me copy the secret key. Next we have the default region name. So whatever the region name I'm working in. So right now I'm working in North Virginia, the US East 1. So I need to type that information here, US East 1. Default output format is going to be the JSON. So if I'm not going to provide, it is going to take the JSON. Now my user is configured on this machine. Okay. The next task which we need to do is we need to go to the volume, or we need to pick any of the resource in the AWS where we can attach tagging information. I have 4 volume created, and if I go to any of this volume, I don't have any of the tag associated with this resource other than the name. Let me go to the other one. See, only name is attached right now, only name. So let's suppose my task is to attach couple of tagging to all of these resources. So how I can do that? So for that, what I need to do is I need to go to the AWS CLI commands. So here is the AWS CLI official documentation. But let me go back here. Let's suppose I need to update the tag value information. So how I can do that thing manually with the from the console? So for that, what I need to do is I need to select my volume, go to the tag and click on manage tag here. And here, let's suppose I need to update the environment value, and this is going to be prod. Okay, let me save this thing. Now if I go back, I have updated this value manually from the console. The same thing I'm going to do it from the AWS CLI command. Now here, if I go to the AWS CLI, I have a lot of commands here. So every resource which is there in the AWS, I'm able to see it here. Now which resource I need to go in? I'm looking for the tag information, so let me search for the tag. I'm not able to get anything. Let me go back to the tagging. Where exactly we have the tag? We have the tag inside the EC2. So that means in the AWS CLI, we need to search for the tag inside EC2 resource. Now here we have the EC2. Let me click. Let me scroll down. Now here we have all the available command for the EC2, and here we need to search for the tag. Now here we have the option to create tag. Let me click on this. Now how to create a tag, that is something explained here. We will scroll down and go to the example, and here in the example we have the simple example. Let me copy this thing and let me go to my Visual Studio. Here I have the script already written, so don't look at the script right now, otherwise you will get confused. I will explain this script step by step so that you will understand. Right now we need to update the tag value with the help of the AWS CLI command. So the command is AWS EC2 create tag resource. Now here we need to update the resource, whatever the resource ID we need to use to update our tag information. So for that, what I need to do is I need to go to the volume and I need to grab the volume ID. So let's suppose I need to update the tag of this volume 3. So I need to update, or I need to copy this volume ID, update here. Now what tag value we need to update? So let's suppose I need to update the environment, and the value is going to be dev. Let me copy this thing and let me go to my terminal, paste it here. Okay, now we are not getting any success message or something. That's okay. Let me go to my AWS console and verify whether we have the tag value updated or not. So let me refresh this thing. Yes, we have the tag value updated from the AWS CLI. The same thing I can do for the rest of the volumes as well, let's suppose. So what I need to do is I need to go here, copy this thing, something like this. What I need to do is I need to update this volume information here, volume ID or the resource ID information, and after that tag is attached to all the resources. So let's suppose this is volume 1. Let me update that information. So vol 1 is equal to this, volume 2 is equal to 8FC. Let me copy this information here. Volume 3 is this, and volume 4. We need to expand a little bit. Okay. we are done. Now what I can do is I can use these variables as well. In place of this, I can use this variable. So how to use the variable? With the help of the $sign and vol2. Let's suppose now vol2 is HC this one. Let's update the value here for this. Okay, so this is going to be the vol1, right? Here is the value, and this value I'm assigning it here, this variable name. Let me copy it here. Now this is not going to work directly. What we need to do is we need to create a shell script for that. So for that, what I need to do is I need to copy this, okay, and let me go to my machine. So here is my machine, and here I'm going to create one file, and the file which I'm going to create, that is script.sh. Let me go inside this file script.sh, and here I'm going to create a shell script. Now whenever we are going to create a shell script, we need to start with a bin bash. So here it is, bin bash, and then paste it here. Now here I have updated this value. Volume1 is equal to this volume, volume2 is this, volume3 is this, volume4 is this. Now this is the command, right? This is the command we have. Now here I have updated this value, volume1. So volume1 is this 3CBBF. Let me go here, this one. Now here we already have one of the environment which is with the name prod. So let me do one thing. Let me remove this value. Let me go back. Now there is no tag attached other than the name. Okay. Now let me save this thing and run this thing. So how to run a bash script? We have two ways. First way, we need to change the permission. We need to give the executable permission. Or the second way, which is easy, we can type bash and then the file name. Okay, it is telling me missing parameter. I know what exactly the mistake is. So let me go back inside my this, and what we need to do is we need to give this thing in the codes. So let me do that for every volume so that we will not get this error again. We are good. Now here we don't have any message successful or not successful. That's okay. Let me refresh this and let's see. This is the volume. Yes, we have the environment attached here with the help of the shell script. But the problem here is with the shell script is not giving me any output whether my last command was successful or not. So for that, what we need to do is we need to add something in our script so that we will get confirmation my script was successful or not. So for that, what we can do is we can go back, and here we can add echo and then question mark. Now what exactly it is going to do is, or if my command runs successfully, it will give me the output as 0. Okay, if not, it is going to give me the output as 1. So let me show it to you. Bash 0. So that means my last command was successful. So this is the way we can verify our script, whether our script ran successfully or not. So let me do some mistake here. Okay, see, we have 255 now. So that means my last command was not successful. So in order to verify whether our last command executed successfully or not, we can use that command in the script. Let me go back to my script and let me update this information. Value next file, and let me run it one more time. See, 0. That means my script ran successfully. Great. Now the next thing which I need to do is I have 4 volumes. Now in these 4 volumes, I have couple of volumes where the tag is attached, and I have couple of volumes where the tag is not attached. I need to get that information. How I will get that information? Again, we need to go to the AWS CLI and we need to look for the command. And the command which we need to look for the describe tags. So Control F, tags. Here we have describe tags. So let me open this thing. Let me scroll down and we have the example here which we can use. So here is the example. Let me copy this example. Paste it here. Correct the format little bit. Now here we have the resource ID. So here we need to provide this information, volume information or something like this. Name is equal to resource ID and the value. So let me update this thing, something like this. Okay, let me copy this command. Let me go to my terminal. Here, paste it. Here I am getting the value for my tag. So name, resource ID, and the resource ID value is this. It is telling me the value which is connected demo and key is name. Let me go to my console and verify this information. Here it is. We have the demo and the key is name, right? So let's check for the different volume. Let's suppose I need to get information of this where we have the name and the environment. So let me copy. Enter. Now here if you see, we have the name, this, and we have one more tag that is with the value div and the key is name. So we are getting the information with the help of the describe tags. Now let me go inside my script and get that information with the help of the bash script. Now what I am going to do is I am going to comment this one because we don't require this thing, and let me copy the command from here. So here is the command. In place of this value, what I can do is I can use the variable information here. So how to use the variable information? That is with the help of the $sign and vol. Let's suppose I need to get the information of the volume 3. Let me run my command. Here we have the 0. That means my last command executed successfully, and here we are getting the values as well. Great. But the format I need in the JSON format. So what I am going to do is I am going to add one parameter in my script. So what I am going to add, I am going to add this thing, output is equal to JSON. It is not going to make much difference, but this is very important. Whenever we need to get some information or we need to search for some information in the script, we need to give a format. So that is the reason I need to provide this thing. So let me go here and let me add this thing, something like this. Now here the format is exactly the same. It is not showing me any difference, but while searching in this, it is going to help me a lot. So that is the reason we are going to use this output at JSON. We can use that thing in our scripts as well. So bash script, let me go inside my script and we can use it here. Okay, now we can do one more thing. What we can do is we can create this thing as a variable. I need to give some name. Let me give a name, something like value is equal to, then we need to give this thing in a bracket and we need to start this thing with a $sign. Something like this, and here we can echo $value. Okay. Now here we are getting in a different format. Okay, now we are getting the tag information, we are getting the resource type, volume, resource ID is this, value is this, and key is this. We are getting all those information, and if we need to change something in our script, we can also do that. Let's suppose I don't require it for volume 3, I need for volume 1, I can do that. Okay. Now I'm getting it for the volume 1 as well. So the format is little bit different, but this format is going to help me a lot while we need to search for some information. Okay. Till this point, what we have done is, with the help of the AWSCLI command, have created couple of tags, have described the tags as well. The next thing is, we need to search for the information if that particular tag value is there or not. Okay. So let's suppose, let me go here I need to check whether this environment value is there or not. So how I can do that? For that, what I need to do is, I need to go inside my script now, and let me go to my Visual Studio where we have the script. So here is my script. Let me copy this thing, paste it. Now the value which I need to search for, so here I am creating a variable. You can give any variable name here. So let me give the environment is equal to, key is equal to, what I need to check? I need to check one of the key value, that is project. Okay, in this. So what I need to check? I need to check for the key value project, whether this key value project is there in this tag or not. Okay. If it is there, then it is going to tell me it's there. If it is not there, it is going to tell me it's need to add. Okay. So let me go and run my script. Bash. It's there. It is telling me it's there. Great. Let me go back to my script. Now here I have commented all those values because we don't need the value here. If you want, you can do that thing. So key is project. Let me search for something else. Let's suppose I need to check whether security tag is there or not. So let's save it. Need to add. It is telling me need to add. Now here it is giving me the output as well. But whenever we need to run a script, we need to run a script in a simple way. So what we can do is, we can comment all those values because we don't require those values, right? XY. Now let me run it. Need to add. So it is telling me the security tag is missing, so we need to add it. Okay, great. But here is one more problem. Every time I need to do something in my script, I need to update the value here, right? Now this is something I don't want to update. I want, whenever I'm going to run my script, it will ask me for that information, which resource I need to check. So for that, what we can do is, we can use the input parameter here. Now how to use the input parameter? For that, what we need to do is, we need to replace couple of values here. So here what we can do is, we can start our script something like echo enter the resource ID. Okay, then read. So read is the parameter which we need to use. Okay, and here we need to create one variable. So whatever the value we are going to give, it is going to store inside the variable, right? So the variable name is going to be resource ID. Okay, now this resource ID we need to update where? In place of this, volume ID. Done. Now let me save this thing. Let me run my script now. See, it is asking me for the resource ID here. Let me grab the resource ID. Let's suppose I need to check this resource. Let me enter it here, paste it, hit enter. So it is telling me we need to add. Let me go inside my script here. Now here what we need to check is the security option. This is again I need to give it on the console. So for that we are going to do a couple of more changes here. So what we can do is echo please provide tag information which you need to check, and again read whatever the value we need to give. So something like tag. Okay, now this tag value I need to change it here, $tag. Okay, let me save it. Let's run our script now. Now here it is asking me for the resource ID. So the resource ID is this. Paste it here. Now here it is asking me to provide the tag which we need to check. Great. So let's suppose I need to check whether we have environment information is there or not, or the project information is there or not. So let me give the project. Let's enter. We need to add this thing. So it is not there, we need to add this thing. Now let me do some more changes in my script so that it will look nice. We can remove all those information because now we don't need all those information. We don't need this information as well. And here we can update that information env and need to add $env. Okay, let me save it. Let's run it. Enter the resource ID. So the resource ID is going to be this. What I need to check is the project value is there or no. Need to add this value, but here it is giving me the tag. So let's go inside and see why it is giving me that information. Okay, we need to update the tag here. Let's run our script one more time. Resource ID is going to be this, and I need to check project. Need to add project. Great. So this script I can use in order to get information related to the tag value. If we need to update the tag value, if the tag value is missing, we can use this script.